Hello and welcome to our special pirate edition of Dungeons and Comedians. I am your Dungeon Master, Brendon Bennetts, and we had some slight mic problems right at the start of the show as people were introducing themselves. So I am just going to edit this part down and narrate who everyone is, but then we can launch straight into the adventure with the sound and visuals working flawlessly. So let's get into it right now. Here we have me joined by Searle, who is going to be playing all of the NPCs throughout the adventure. We've got Andrew Kepple, who is going to be doing illustrations of what happens live. He's at the back of the theatre with a drawing tablet, and we'll cut to his drawings as the show progresses. Next up, of course, we are introducing Emma Cusdin, one of our regulars, this time playing Captain Beltbeard, the brave captain of the crew. Next up we have the ship's navigator, played by Henri Nelis. He is playing a character called Midori. Next up we have a new guest, a new adventurer. Andrew Todd is going to be playing Nigel Shantyman, the appropriately named Shantyman of the ship. And finally we have Emma Brittenden, who you might remember from previous episodes playing the hobbit, halfling, rogue, Little Sneaks. This time she is playing a character called Helen Shark, who is a shark that bit off a human's legs and then the legs attached to her and now she can walk, and so she joined a pirate crew. It makes perfect sense when you think about it. Now that we have met all of the characters, our adventure begins in the pirate town of Bloodport. Our characters are waiting there hoping to find a new job, and as we meet them they are just describing what they are doing to fill their time in Bloodport.
Scrub him, then I try out my new land legs, still a bit wobbly, and trying to fit in like a pirate. So today I'm going shopping for a pirate hat.
Now you're the newest addition to the crew, so you're at the bottom rung of the hierarchy. How do the other crew members feel about Helen Shark?
I lost my hand to a shark, so it's difficult, but we have our differences, but I'm trying to get along with Helen Shark.
Everyone remembers being the rookie, and a thorough orientation process is always very important, and a very important part of that is everyone being a bit of a dick to them for a bit. Yar.
Well, I'm mostly fascinated to see how a shark gets on board. You can see I'm always looking for new subject material for shanties, and I don't think anyone's written shanties about a shark becoming part of a pirate crew before. So I'm watching you.
All right, at the end of each day you all gather together, as do most of the sailors, at the Wonders of the Deep Fish Museum, Aquarium, Bar and Grill. It's an impressive building. The roof is an enormous dragon turtle shell. The entrance is through the open jaw of a sea serpent's skull. And the interior walls are all water tanks full of exotic sea creatures. You might even see a coelacanth in there, if you're lucky. As the four of you enter, the proprietor, a tabaxi woman, that's a cat person, named Nabeen, gives you a nod as she reaches into a tank and fishes out a fish and then slaps it onto a grill.
Great.
You can see in the bar are crews from some of the other pirate ships that are also stuck here in Bloodport. There is Captain Peg, who is a tree man. There's Captain Charger, who wears an electric eel like a scarf. And there's a new arrival as well. A captain sitting behind a table with a
a group of enraptured listeners around him. Ciaran, I want you to take on this role.
Okay.
The role of Captain Jellylegs.
Okay. And it was this big, I tell you. Oh, it was enormous. That shark that took my legs.
Hi there. My name's Helen. You might be talking about me.
Oh, jiggle me timbers. That's the very shark.
Look, I'm sorry about that. Look, those are my shark days.
And what are these days?
Pirate days.
Yar.
Captain Jellylegs leans back, and it would be like he puts his feet on the table, but instead he puts up tentacles as his bottom half has been replaced with a jellyfish.
Look what has become of me.
It's some experimental surgery you've had there.
Yes. And I can see you're walking around on my legs.
Oh, this is yours. Well, yeah,
That's horrifying.
Well, I think one of them's yours. I think the other one might be a woman's. Certainly one's more muscular than the other. This
Probably
one
mine.
This one came with a high heel. But, was that yours?
I like to stand above other men.
Well, it's a strong leg. You looked after it well, and I'm looking
Captain, the captain's crew start to gather around him in a menacing fashion. You almost get the idea that maybe they intend to reclaim those legs.
Yeah, but anyway, so I'm a pirate now, so better go scrub some dicks.
Oh, I don't think you're getting out of this bar and aquarium and fish museum.
And grill.
And grill. I feel like the patrons might like a bit of grilled shark.
Oh, well,
Yeah, listen to them.
that would be insensitive.
Insensitive? You come in here on my leg talking about insensitive.
Oh, well, come on now. I'm around here and all I'm seeing is all my relatives being eaten alive. So, I think
we usually kill them first.
What about that one? It's being boiled alive.
Naveen kind of looks around awkwardly and then reaches down and snaps a fish's neck.
Totally humane.
Please, we don't want any violence in here.
So we're allowed to fight, as long as it's not violent.
Well, I suppose that would be all right, so long as it's not violent.
Otherwise, you should have said no fighting.
Yeah, we can do the old put the little fingers out like this, and then when they look, you get to punch them, because that's not violent, Yarn. That's just a fun game that is a bit physical.
That's in the pirate code.
Yes.
All right, I want you all to roll sleight of hand to see if you can do the thing where you hold up a circle.
Make the little circle with the hand.
Yes.
19! +2! Ha-ha! Yar!
What's that you got there? Oh no!
Captain Jellylegs is going to make a wisdom check to see if he can resist looking at the little circle.
I know what it is.
But he fails.
Look at it!
I thought it was a doubloon.
You get a free punch.
Yar!
Oh, that felt a little bit violent.
It's only a game. No violence in games.
That's the pirate law.
It's a pirate law. As long as it's a game.
At that moment,
what I tell my mummy too. Yar.
the doors of the Wonders of the Deep Fish Museum Aquarium Bar and Grill burst open, and a figure staggers in and collapses on the ground in front of you. You see a figure covered in blood. It's like a bite has been taken out of him.
So we can safely assume it's his blood.
Make a quick medicine check.
15.
Yes, it's his blood.
It's coming.
It's coming from all the wounds.
Brendon, what sort of wounds are they? Bites?
Okay. You have an expertise in shark bites. You don't think it's a shark bite, although to the untrained eye, it would look like a shark bite.
That's a shark bite!
No, to the untrained eye, it would look like a shark bite, but it's not. It's a 12.
It's a 12.
12s don't have teeth! They're numbers!
Sorry, I got
12s,
confused.
the Twilight Elves. Of course. No, a pirate's worst enemy.
Oh no!
A Twilight Elf.
Terrible!
The figure on the ground lifts himself up for a moment, and you hear him mutter something for just a moment, and then collapse down. Make a perception check.
Ooh,
17.
I get advantage on perception checks.
That's from your telescope, so that's only if you're looking through your telescope.
17.
Oh,
Look through your telescope!
yes, my telescope with 1-to-1 magnification that I got for $4. Roll. Oh, that's an 18. That'll be fine.
All right. Yes, by focusing carefully on his lips, you see what he says. He says, gold. And then he collapses unconscious. And from his hand flutters a piece of paper. You get from your perceptiveness, you see it's a bit burnt around the edges.
Classic.
Yellowed. There's clearly lines on it.
Was there a bit of like somebody's got a tea bag?
Yes.
And,
It has all
like
the
that.
hallmarks of a map.
There's not a hole over the vital piece of information, is there?
or an X?
You do think, yeah, it's just kind of floating in the breeze at the moment, but you do get a glimpse of an X.
Ooh.
Everyone in the bar freezes for a moment, and all of the captains and crews make eye contact with each other. You see the other captains slowly start to reach towards the map, not wanting to be the first one to try and grab. What do you do?
Are there any birds in here?
There are some flying fish in the tanks.
No, I'm not friends with them.
Oh yeah, of course there is also like a parrot on the, behind the bar.
Oh, well, I'm a friend of. I can communicate with. Is a parrot a sea bird?
This one, since it lives near the sea, might be considered a seabird.
Oh, that was lucky.
Lucky ducky.
I give the parrot the eye to swoop down and get the map before anyone else can jump on it.
All right, at that moment, everyone leaps into action. I want you to all roll for initiative to see who can grab at the map first. And you can also roll for the parrot.
I got 20 for me
17.
and 20 for the parrot.
8, but that's fair enough because I don't have arms.
That's an important fact to know.
I do have arms, but I got a 4. So
Was that plus something?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you got a little
It was-
plus. In this box,
What? Holy shit! It's a 7.
yeah. That made all the difference.
Midori, you are the first to act. You leap out, swinging your hand out to grab it, but you forget about your hook, and it swings past it. But fortunately, the parrot, who you've whispered to, swoops down and catches the map in its beak.
And then I put my hand up, and the parrot, it sits there.
It perches on the hook, and you hear Captain Peg say, "Give me that map. It's made of paper, and therefore it belongs to the trees."
No! Give it to me! Jellyfish goop is often used as ink.
And then you hear Captain Charger say, "No, give it to me, or I'll punch you."
Is it part of a game?
This is no game. Then she unwraps the eel from around her neck and flexes it like a whip. And you see there's a bit
Is
of
she
a...
holding the head or is she holding the tail?
She's holding the tail.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
Is it a standard eel or is it an electric eel?
It's an electric eel.
Has it heard about me?
Just to clarify, you're asking if the eel has heard about you.
Yes.
All right, let's find out how well read this eel is. It has heard about you. You see, as she like waves the eel around, it makes eye contact with you, and its eyes bulge for a moment, as if to say, "Is that Captain Beltbeard?"
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
Why is this important?
Well, it says here on my list that one of my things is that I have this great reputation, and I get advantage when intimidating anyone who has heard of you.
All right. Roll.
You might not need to intimidate it though, because I've got an ability to play soothing music to eel.
Soothing music.
Play soothing music to eel 1d8.
Okay.
Dungeons and Dragons doesn't take kindly to the interpretation of a Liverpudlian accent.
Well, do you want to intimidate the eel or do you want to soothe the eel?
Hey, this is rock. Oh, looks like we're being nice guys.
All right.
No, I'm going to get it real soothed. I'm going to say, "Oh, hey, little buddy. It's me, Captain Beltbeard. Do you want a little autograph?"
So before you say that, so Nigel, you're going to play some soothing music. What's your instrument of choice?
I've got a drum kit with me.
So you're going to play some... Let's hear a little bit of what their soothing drums would sound like. And
Not the percussion. It sounds a bit like danger music. Like you should be suspicious.
Belle, I'm getting kind of a poetry slam vibe. So if you want to just speak reassuringly to the eel.
Hey, little buddy. Catch the feel. Did you know that you're an electric eel? Life's real boring. Why don't you create a spark? That'd make me feel really good. Hark.
All right, yeah, that has a powerful effect on the eel. I'm not even going to ask you to roll for it. The eel is soothed, and it Michael, can we just get the mirroring set up on that screen there? Thank you. There's a screen there so they don't have to turn around.
Except at the moment it's just a camera.
Just on Andrew.
just my face.
Captain Beltbeard, I'll give you that point of inspiration for the slam poem.
Thank you. There is so much hair in my mouth right now.
The eel goes flaccid in Captain Charger's hand.
Yeah, we've all been there.
It's ironic you should say that because, of course, you do have history with Captain Charger.
Of course I do.
In your youth, you and her were first and second mate on a ship before you went off and formed your own pirate cruise.
Oh yeah.
But you were.
The briefly drops out here. Captain Beltbeard was revolted by Captain Charger's cruelty to the other crew members, and that's what turned them against each other. At this point, Captain Beltbeard is outlining a plan for Helen Shark to eat the map as a way to keep it from the other pirates.
Stays whole in their digestion system for a long time before it is like that time when Brody and they come open and all the license plates come out. It's the same thing. So if she eats
in
it,
a human, the license plates would just be digested.
no, takes a while, like at least a couple of days.
Helen, I believe you have an ability for this.
I do. On 10 plus, I cough up something useful that I swallowed in my shark life.
Sounds like a perfect plan to me.
I don't always know what's going to come up, but there's always something.
I take the map off the bird and I throw it in Helen's general direction.
Does the bird want to come too?
No.
Well, I guess we'll have to cut it out of the shark. And all of the pirate crews draw their swords.
Gladly.
Actually, I think you'll find it's going to take a while to get into a place where you can properly cut it out easily. I mean, this is going to take you'd have to totally, cut her up like sushi at this point.
Good point. All right, get your cutlasses.
So, I gather you're deciding to stay in the bar with the
No, I want to
pirates?
go. I don't want to be sushi.
Can we run?
Can we all hang on to the bird and it flies off?
Yeah.
You can run. You can try and have a bird carry you out.
Well, Helen doesn't have hands.
I want you to each describe how you escape from the bar.
All right.
So there's a treant blocking the doorway. There are angry pirates around you. How are you going to get out?
I flail, smash all the fish tanks, create a slithery, watery mess on the ground, and slippery slide out.
That's great.
All right, I want you to make an athletics check to smash the tanks.
All right, 1.
Did it work, Brendon?
You try to smash the tank, but instead you slip over the top and into the tank.
Oh,
You
no,
find
no.
yourself now back in your original habitat, swimming in the tank with the other fish.
Oh, I'm reverting. Save me.
Who's next?
I will, in an effort to free Helen and to escape, I will play an extremely low bass note on the bass guitar I've also brought with me. Which will I've retuned it to be a 7 hertz frequency. Wait, no, that's the human body.
That one makes me shit myself.
Are you going to play the brown note?
I'm going to play the brown note, which will make all the other captains, it will incapacitate the other captains.
All right. I want you to roll performance.
Oh, great. That's a 19 plus 7. This is the brownest note you've ever seen.
Yes, so the vibrations of that note spread out through all of the surrounding.
I'm sorry
God.
in advance.
Yes, you're all going to have to make Constitution saving throws.
14?
12.
I don't even have a human anus anymore.
Wait, but Helen does?
I don't know if she used it.
Yeah, you're going to need to make a Constitution saving throw as well.
7 plus 3, 10. It's 10.
Oh.
I cough up something useful.
It's not.
Anytime you roll
Okay, sure. You cough up some earplugs. Fortunately, Captain Beltbeard and Midori, you don't have to put on your brown trousers.
That's really good news.
We had some loperamide earlier, which will help us.
But the majority of the other pirates collapse to the ground, giving you
I'll roll for the bird. 13, you're safe, girl.
giving you the opportunity you need to run out of the bar. With Nabeen calling out after you. You owe me for the mess.
Oh, that's right. I was going to play a note to break the glass, but then I got distracted. I'm sorry, Helen.
I don't know what would have been worse.
So, how did we get Helen Shark out of the tank?
Dunno.
Did the force of her shit get her out of the water?
No, she passed the check.
Yeah, well, okay, so you coughed up one of those little cat burglar cutting the circle in the glass things, which enables you to cut your way out of the tank. You run through the streets of Bloodport with the other pirates close behind you, making it to your ship, the Pantaloon. The rest of the crew have seen you running, and with long familiarity, they know that this is clearly a call for a quick exit. So they're already lifting the anchor and preparing to escape. Is there anything you want to do before you get on the ship?
Some of us have already been, sir. Can I, while they're running, we're in front of them?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You've got the lead on them.
Is there anything in the streets?
But there's always carts with produce on them, and
Great! Can I, is there like a cart of some kind of round thing like oranges?
yes, there
Or
is.
apples?
Yes.
Can I do that cool thing where you tip a cart up and they all roll down and then they start running and they're like and then they all slip?
Yes, always finding a way to drop 1,000 ball bearings. You tip over a cart full of oranges.
Yes.
The pirates try to keep their footing, but since many of them only have one leg, they are not able to keep their balance, giving you a further chance to get into your ship
Yes.
and get a lead. You sail out, making your way out of the bay through the scaffolded construction of the sea gate.
Good.
You see the other pirates getting into their ships, hoping to catch up to you.
What's the scaffolding made of?
Wood and the usual scaffolding materials.
Okay, never mind.
What did you think it would be?
I was wondering if there was some some rope-based way that I could pull the rope and just make the whole thing collapse.
I'm really pleased that that's what you were thinking, because I definitely thought you were going to say, I'm going to get on it and do a short production of the musical Red. I didn't want that.
You do see that, of course, all of the scaffolding is tied together with knots.
Oh, and I have the ability to untie something.
You, as a since one of your main duties is tying and hauling ropes, you are adept at untying and tying things.
Yes, I will untie that knot.
It's okay. It's not quite that easy.
Oh.
You are currently on the ship. You are sailing under the scaffolding, so you're going to need to get up onto the scaffolding, untie the knots, and then back onto the ship.
Okay, so that's performance.
How so?
Because he's going to sing as he's doing it. 525,600 knots.
Well, it sounds like Captain Beltbeard's going to sing. So you're going to have to make an acrobatics check to climb up the ropes of the ship and onto the scaffolding. If anyone thinks they can do anything to help, they're welcome to.
Well, that's a 24.
I don't need to help. No.
All right, yes, you dexterously make your way up the ropes of the ship and leap onto the scaffolding, and you begin untying the knots. You see the other ships are behind you. Captain Jellyleg's ship, the Jelly Roger, is close behind.
Sounds delicious.
Jiggle me timbers!
You see a puff of smoke, and something comes flying through the air towards you.
Ah, that's the light! Oh my goodness!
Roll perception.
10, but I'm using that, so I'll try it again. 16.
As it splashes down nearby, you see that he seems to be firing jellyfish at you.
Oh, it's a Portuguese man of war! Which is actually it's a colony of jellyfish. It's almost a symbiotic organism, with different organisms taking different. It's a Portuguese man of war!
You've finished untying all of the knots. And with that amazing roll from before, you're able to then leap back down into the sails of your ship. Everything is now precariously balanced, just with the weight of the different things leaning against each other. So all you have to do is do something to disrupt the scaffolding as the next ship passes underneath.
We haven't known each other for very long, but I feel like you're a part of the crew. Will you help us just this once?
Ciaran, be the voice of the parrot.
It will help us. She will help us.
All right, yes.
What am I doing?
Did you learn that response from your people, or are you generally asking? Generally. You take the top bit of the scaffolding because it's come to a peak.
Draw a diagram.
You probably just need to land on it or something.
Okay, yes, you send the parrot off, and it lands on top of the scaffolding. So it begins to shake, and then it collapses down on top of the Jelly Roger. I want you to roll animal handling to see how the parrot fares in this.
Oh, that's a 3. But I've got a +5 animal handling, so that's 8.
No, take this. Go again.
Well, it's at least a 5.
I hope it's better.
It's a 16. It's a 21.
The parrot alights from the scaffolding and flaps back and lands on your hook once more. You seem to have made a friend for life.
Oh. No, okay, you like the hook. Okay, no, that's fine. I wanted his hand back, but no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Now, you are now out into the Sapphire Sea, making your way, according to your memory of the map, eventually towards the Sea of Night.
With
an N or a K?
The Sea of Night with an N.
And a K?
Because they both have N's.
With no K.
Okay. Oh, yar. It's good to be a pirate. Man, I wish I'd shaved.
All right, you see ahead of you some rocks.
Oh no!
And looking closely through your telescope, you see some figures on the rocks.
Are they good looking?
Well, this one's got a 1-to-1 magnification. I can see them as good as you can.
You see shaded under some parasols, what appears to be mermaids.
And parasols, those little useless umbrellas.
Yeah, little useless umbrellas, exactly.
It's like a doily on a stick.
Are they classic mermaids?
Yeah, are they top half human?
Oh, yes.
Or are they top half fish?
They are.
If they're fish, which way is the head going?
They are. Top half human, bottom half fish.
Okay, boring.
I mean, we sort of.
I'm the opposite of that, aren't I?
Yeah,
I guess you kind of are, yes.
got a mermaid of her own.
Does that mean we're sexually compatible?
Do you want to ask them?
Not really.
Wait. I have a question around this character. I thought it was just legs sewn on, but then earlier there was reference to the Captain Jellylegs as anus, and now I'm confused. Where does it stop?
Well, you see, sometimes when a shark bites off a pirate's legs, he doesn't just stop right at the top of the thigh. He may accidentally consume part of the anal.
Okay, that's fair. I can accept that. But isn't the other leg different?
There's some confusion. What we know for sure is that one of the feet has a high heel shoe on.
Fair. Okay.
You've got kind of waist down, below the belt.
Right here.
What do you do? Do you want to keep sailing?
I
Or
might
you're going to
just go.
sail randomly? What's the plan?
They're there. Shall I just go say hello?
What are they doing?
They seem to be like sheltering from the sun under their parasols.
It is a hot day.
And the parasol's got holes in it.
Sometimes,
Useless.
but not always.
Oh.
You're thinking of a lacy one.
Yes.
Sometimes it's just, paper.
Are they lacy or paper or?
Yeah, what
fabric?
kind of parasols are they?
Maybe camisoles is what I'm thinking of.
I don't think so, because that's a little top.
At first they seem to be.
It's like a secret.
They are wearing camisoles.
That's nice.
Yes, they have parasols. They're wearing camisoles.
Nice.
Those coconuts are awfully uncomfortable.
Yes.
At first you think that the parasols are made of lace, but they're actually made of some kind of sea sponge.
Oh, gross.
On the map that we looked at, is there any pictures of the mermaids?
You don't have the map. You immediately fed it to a shark.
What be your stomach saying?
13.
You cough up the map.
Yes, nice. Look, it says, there's some pictures of the mermaids there. What else does it say?
Which way around them are we meant to go?
You can go past them. Past them, you see there's a big swirl on the map.
Perhaps
next
we'd
to an
better ask them,
island.
what does this swirl mean on the map?
Is that what you
Because they
want
might
to
know, because they live nearby.
Yeah,
All right, you pull up your ship next to them,
good.
and one of the mermaids looks up to you and says, "Do you want to get wrecked?"
That feels like a double entendre.
Maybe triple.
Yeah. Hey, you're not here, Captain Jellyfish.
I'm another mermaid.
Oh,
yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. We're just. What do you want?
We've got this little map here, and we're going to X, and we're just wondering, there's no key.
You're going to X.
What?
Nice.
Do you know what we'll find there?
We're not talking about your personal life, madam.
What a burn!
And I meant that for you too, mermaids.
Yeah, well, I don't. So you want to go and see one of your exes?
No. No.
All my
'Cause if
exes mysteriously drowned.
Has anyone ever told you you might be the problem?
Anyway, do you want to sail onto those rocks so that you can like crash your ship and stuff?
No, I don't think that's
that
a good
doesn't sound like a good. Does that sound like a good idea?
Sounds like a bad idea.
No, good. We all agree. What about you, Helen?
Bad idea.
Great.
Well,
No?
I guess there's a whirlpool up there, so you can sail into the whirlpool and die.
So that's what the spiral is. It's a whirlpool.
I guess so. I didn't make your map.
Okay.
Or you can go past. If you try and go around it, you have to go past the 7-headed monster that eats 7 of your crew as you sail past.
Oh no, we've only got 4.
We're going to be in crew debt.
You do have more crew members who are.
Pacifists.
They tend to keep to themselves.
Or you could just sail into the rocks and be done with it.
Yeah. Just
Well,
embrace a watery death.
I don't know, this sailing into the rocks business is starting to sound quite attractive to me.
When we go down the whirlpool, though, do we definitely die, or is it like another place?
Oh, I like how you're thinking. Yeah.
No, I think that's a black hole.
You are going to another place.
Look, team. Look, I know I'm here as pirate, but I did have a former life. I don't like to bring it up too much because it's a source of shame, but I was a shark, so I can breathe underwater.
Ah.
Do you want me to?
How do you breathe on air?
Well, that's why I keep sipping from this. Good.
Yes, because that's how that works.
So me and the eel could go do a recce.
Of the whirlpool.
Yeah.
I don't think we successfully got the eel. We made it flaccid and then we left.
No.
Wasn't the first time.
Oh, I don't know how to feel about that. I've seen a lot of mistreatment or just mild cruelty to the animals aboard this ship.
You didn't hear that.
But I want to prove myself to you, my friends. So, yeah, all right. I'm going overboard. Don't watch as I strip.
What are you stripping off?
My pirate hat, and my high heel.
What are you looking for under the water?
Well, first someone's got to lift me up and shimmy over the edge.
Okay, I can do that.
All right. I can see water, seaweed, the mermaid's feet.
Wait a minute.
Oh shit!
These aren't mermaids.
Wait a minute. These are fake tails.
Yeah, you found us. We were just trying to impress people.
You're just regular women.
Just women sitting on a rock.
Remarkable number of sailors have still just driven into those rocks, though.
Sailors can't resist a mermaid.
I mean, you are beautiful.
Thank you.
You seem to have an attitude that implies that you don't care about anything in the world.
Yes.
Would you like to join my rock band? Sort of more of a rocks and shoals band, but
We're only into very long, very obscure music that no one understands.
oh yes.
So, Helen, you have dived under the water.
Yep.
You see this kind of upside down cone of like spinning water. And at the bottom, you see a kraken. A giant, like, squid-like creature. But he's like whirling his tentacles around to create the whirlpool.
All right. Is it possible for me to unwhirl by swimming the other direction?
Create a pearl wool.
Okay, because you're in your element, I want you to roll athletics with advantage. See if you can counter swim.
7 plus 5.
So roll again.
12. 18. 23.
23, yes. Using your flippers and your human legs to kick as well, you're able to produce an incredible amount of swimming speed. And you, by swimming counter to what the Kraken's tentacles are doing, you create this kind of turbulence that cancels out the whirlpool.
What's happening to the ship above?
I unfurl the mizens. It's a sail term.
Yes, you see the water is no longer a whirlpool. It is very choppy, though. But you think that you're going to be able to cross the water.
I can speak to the waves. I can read patterns in the water to keep us from going off course.
Oh, excellent. So then you can actually see, looking very carefully, you can see a narrow, smooth path through the waves.
I hop aboard the wheel.
You hop aboard the wheel. The fake mermaids wave goodbye and say, let us know when you're releasing your album. It sounds awesome.
Here's my SoundCloud.
It's a cloud. So you make your way through the waves. And...
Perfect.
And you sail off, gaining ground.
Gaining ground? That's not good.
Gaining distance on your pursuers. But ahead of you, you see an enormous storm cloud.
Oh no.
Dear.
Looking at the map, you know that you must make it through.
Hey guys, can you pull me up?
I lower down the ladder.
Oh wow. Thanks very much. That's real passive aggressive.
I kneel down and I extend an arm.
And I bite it. Oh shit! Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
What are you, unbiting it or?
11. Yep, it died.
Okay, so since that is less than Midori's armor class, you bite into the arm but not through the arm. So you are able to pull Helen out of the water, and you flop back onto the deck of the ship.
I'm so sorry, Midori. My animal instincts took over. I don't know if I'm made to be a pirate.
You take 6 bite damage.
Oh no.
You'll have to write it for me.
I grab Helen by the scruff of the just the scruff. And
By the fin?
Yes. And I push her up against the wall. And I'm like, hey, not cool, bro. Not cool at all.
And I put my hand on Beltbeard. I say, it's okay. It was an accident. Accidents happen. That's why we've got these health and safety forms. I'll fill one out on Helen's behalf.
And Captain Beltbeard.
Yes.
Just want to say you were the reason I wanted to leave the ocean life behind.
Why is that?
Well, I ate a lot of the pirates you pushed overboard, and I agreed with your executive decisions 100% at the time. They were all dickheads. I knew then and there you were a good leader, and I would love to learn from you. That's why I'm here. It's your cabin boy.
I lower Helen, and I go to give her a little bit of comfort, but I accidentally dong her noggin. Just gently though, just a little dong.
You're temporarily stunned. On this moment of reconciliation, the camera pans out. We see your ship, the Pantaloon, heading into this storm. Off to the side, you see a ship crewed by tree men, made entirely of bones. And
the ship
is made of bones.
The ship is made of bones.
Right.
The crew is made of wood.
Are trees.
Yes.
Off to the other
me a
side,
while to-
you see what appears to be a kind of a paddle boat making its way. Where you see the crew furiously working on deck, shoveling electric eels into an engine.
If they're just burning the eels for power, you could burn anything for power.
Much more efficient ways to use an electric eel.
And then further behind you, you see another ship trailing a long stream of jellyfish behind it. And at that moment, we're going to take intermission.
Oh dear.
Yes, give it a round of applause, yes. All right, folks, we are going to take a 10-minute break. When we come back, we are going to find out if they find the treasure or if they all die. Okay, welcome back as we all tentatively watch Andrew Kepple try and spell coelacanth. He's done it! I assume. Okay, we and this never happens, but the adventure took a little bit of time to get going, so we're gonna
So unusual.
we're gonna speed through into the final confrontation of this. Before we get to that, our wonderful sponsors, Comics Compulsion, have this prize which we're going to give away a bit later. It's an incredibly thematic, like sailing miniatures battle game. It's really cool. If no one wins it, maybe I don't have to give it away. Okay, any questions or comments before we start back in?
I think everything's very clear.
Very clear.
All right, you find yourself in the middle of a maelstrom. It's the clouds block out the light.
Oh yeah, the storm.
Lightning and thunder crashes around you. The rain comes bucketing down, limiting your visibility to just the end of your ship.
That's alright, because blood in the water, can track anything that's bleeding. Just make them all bleed, team!
Is the treasure bleeding?
As far as you know, the treasure is not bleeding.
We still got those ships around us though, right?
Looking at the map, which way do we have to go?
So you see that your destination appears to be an island just on the other side of this storm bank. If you can make it through this storm, you're probably there.
If this storm bank is like other banks, it'll be closed very shortly. Between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. is my experience. And you've only got time off until 8 a.m. and then again at 5 p.m.
I would like you all to roll sea law.
It's actually maritime law, I think you'll find.
8.
15.
17.
17.
15.
So, Captain Beltbeard, of course, you know, you've been sailing these waters for a long time, and you sense that there's something unnatural about this storm.
Yeah. Hey guys, I said something unnatural about this storm.
It's almost as if you can hear a voice on the wind.
It's almost like I can hear a voice on the wind, everybody.
Is it speaking wave or bird?
It is not. But I'd like someone to roll navigation. If you want to...
Seems like you.
Is the navigator perhaps that's appropriate?
21.
21. Yes, you steer yourself through the storm, and you start to see an enormous shadow take shape ahead of you in the storm. As you get closer, it seems to be an enormous figure of a man.
Oh.
About the size of a man, or like an enormous man.
An enormous man, a giant, some might say.
Oh. Okay. Does it recognize me?
It has not noticed you yet. In fact, roll perception.
Oh no, it's +0. Oh, 19!
Whoa!
How's about that, eh?
You see, he hasn't noticed you. He's turned away from you, and you see his shoulders shaking.
Oh,
He's got giving us the cold shoulder. We could sail right underneath his feet. Not underneath the feet, but between the feet.
Through the legs, yes! Let's give him a bit of through the legs.
Okay, yep, you can do that, Andrew. Great work. All right, so you're going to try and...
Not a lot of clearance there. I hope he's cold.
You're going to try and thread the needle, as it were.
Do our sails do this?
Yes, you can lower the sails.
Lower the sail.
Lower the sail!
And the sail masts.
All right, let's see. Another... okay, no, so you based on your navigation roll, you are able to sail between the legs of the giant.
Right.
As you do, because he's looking down, he sees something appear between his legs.
Yes!
And he says, "Hey, what are you doing there?"
Does he recognize me at this point?
Captain Beltbeard?
I go, yeah, hey, big buddy. Yeah, it's me, Captain Beltbeard. Just thought I'd say hello.
With your knowledge of sea law, you recognize this is a storm giant. And you think he is causing the storm.
Oh, and I go, is something getting you down, mate?
Oh, it's my eels.
What about your eels?
They're gone.
Where'd they go?
Someone took my eels.
Who took them?
I don't know. I was sleeping, and then when I woke up, all my lovely electric eels were gone.
Man, that sounds like a terrible sea tale.
Just a question. If you put eels in a furnace to power a small paddle boat, can you get them back? Or is that it for eels?
Well, that's strange you should mention paddle boat. I did hear the turning of a paddle as the other day when the eels disappeared.
Oh. I don't know if he's getting his eels back.
Well, maybe we should dob them in.
He'll be busy with them and he'll let us go.
And then we'll get to go, because we're already through the legs.
That's the hard part.
That's the hard bit. And if we
Thank you for saying so.
Huh?
Never mind.
Yeah, because where is the paddle boat?
You cannot tell in the storm.
It's got to be somewhere over there.
Are you telling me that the person who stole my eels is in this storm as well?
That's right, he's coming this way.
We can only assume. We saw eels. I don't want to be a telltale tit about it, but I don't know if they were stolen by this person. But this person was certainly not looking after your eels.
Oh, thank you for telling me.
Put it this way: is it nice to an eel to use it as a whip?
No.
Then definitely go after them.
Thank you. Here, let me give you something. He pulls out of his pocket a sack.
Oh, good.
And then he blows into the sack.
Oh, yes.
And then he carefully ties the top of it. And he drops it down to you.
Great. A sack of blow. Just what I needed.
You're not going through customs, are you?
No, we should be fine. Before you go, my friend, just remember that it's not violence if it's a game. And if you do this, you get a free hit every time. If they see it.
Oh, thank you for telling me. Now, where are my eels? And you see him stride off.
That's a good stride, and that's through water, so that's very... Usually there's a bit of tension there, but not for him.
You see the storm open up in front of you, and ahead of you is the island, exactly like you saw it on the map. This island has what appears to be a small lighthouse on top of a hill.
Wait. There she blows!
Good.
Thank you.
There's a lagoon kind of at the front of the island, at the part of the island nearest you.
Looks like the island has a face.
Is it happy or tense?
And
kind of looks like that emoji, doesn't it? This one.
Looking at the map, you see that it is in that lagoon where X marks the spot.
I drop the anchor.
Why?
Are we there? Like, I figured if we're seeing it, we must be pretty close.
But just because you see it doesn't mean we're there. Are we there?
Yes, for time reasons you are there.
I drop the anchor.
So yes, you drop the anchor. You get into your rowboat, and you row towards the shore.
Well, this is pleasant.
But you see on the shore ahead of you, there's a boat there already.
Ruh-roh.
A boat made of bones.
Oh no.
Do we see any tree people? Not do we see tree people? Do we see tree people?
Do we see 3 tree people?
Do we see trees?
You can see trees, that's for sure.
Oh, could be tree people.
That's all right. There are 4 of us.
You pull your rowboat up onto the beach.
Yeah, good.
And you see.
I drop the anchor.
Okay. Back on the ship, they are wondering where the anchor's gone and why someone took it with them.
It's the same anchor.
It's not even tied to the boat.
I'm the navigator, not the bosun.
You see, in the middle of this lagoon, a smaller island.
Ooh. Let's go on that thing.
Does the boat we brought have a literal boat?
Just get on my back. Just get on my back, team.
Okay.
Right.
We do that.
Oh, these legs are too... Can we wait till we're in the water first? Sorry. One of these legs is very off balance.
You hold on to the dorsal fin.
All right.
Yeah, Yeah, it's a bad hold.
What, should I use this hand? It's got bird. There's a bird on it, and there's a bit of shit on the hook.
And it's a hook.
So the three of you are dragging along behind Helen as she swims across the lagoon. And you finally, as you get closer, you see this island is... so this area seems to be in perpetual night. But you see...
Night with a K.
What would that look like?
Never mind.
Is this lagoon the Sea of Night?
How big is this lagoon?
How deep is your love?
It's like the ocean.
How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man?
The small illumination provided by the lighthouse on the hill glints off something in the island. As you get closer, it seems to be piled high with treasure.
Good. I like treasure.
Yeah, we've got the taxes due soon. End of financial year hits us hard.
Yeah.
Just gold and jewels overflowing.
Wow. Well, let's go there, eh? Right, I'm holding you.
All right, you make your way to the island, and you climb onto it. As you do, it feels strange.
It doesn't feel like walking on treasure normally does.
It doesn't feel like walking on treasure normally does. And you feel it's squishier. Spongier.
I pick up a doubloon. Is it a sponge?
As you try to pick it up, you can't. It seems to be all attached.
It's just ornamental.
And then the entire island, it begins to shake. We then cut to an interlude. Yeah, this doesn't often happen. But we cut briefly back to the Wonders of the Deep Fish Museum, Aquarium, Bar and Grill. And Nabeen is giving a tour, as she does once a day, of the sites. And she's saying, she points to a tank and she says, "This is the anglerfish. It's evolved a way to lure prey to swim right towards it, so that it can eat it.
No.
Rumor has it that there is also an angler king, a giant version of the anglerfish that can lure man."
What a stupid rumor.
But of course, we've never seen anything like that. Now we cut back to you.
I'm really pleased we had that interlude.
Such an unrelated sector.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the lip of the island starts to lift up. And the hell behind you, it starts to almost loom over the top of you.
I love how we wasted so much time joking about how this looked like a face.
Look, I was trying to warn you, okay? That's what I was doing.
You see two enormous kind of luminous circles appear on either side of the hill.
Luminous spheres? Thin Lizzie's been here.
Oh, my teeth are falling out.
And at the worst possible time.
Oh dear.
I think sharks grow them back.
I've got an underbite for the next few minutes.
Don't you have like 5 different lines of teeth?
That's right, I do.
Nice. It's just the bottomsies now.
I'm scared, team, I'm scared.
You should be. This enormous jaw is closing, blocking out the little light that you could see anyway.
Beltbeard, you're good with the digestive tract of fish species.
That's true.
How will we fare?
Not well. But I do have a little trick up my sleeve. A little sack of blow, if I remember rightly. Which one can only assume when I open it in the right direction, it would release some kind of, like, epic blow.
Yes, it is a bag of wind.
Okay, so what if you all gather towards me and you hold me tight, and I let go of the bag in the mouth to kind of give us a, like, pew backwards.
A pew backwards. Yes. All right.
Like an anti-cannon. No, a cannon.
I'm always getting those confused as well. You're thinking of the ones where the cannonball stays and the whole cannon fires backwards.
I love those ones.
All right. This is going to take pinpoint accuracy. And so I want you to roll navigation.
Where's that? Thank you.
It's one of your special pirate
Good
skills.
navigating my sheet. Oh no. Give me that!
I could.
Only there was some inspiration in the team.
Yeah,
You
good.
can also
I
sing
could also sing a song to give you advantage.
Do that.
Please do.
Do that too. What's it gonna be? Please not Wonderwall.
Blow, wind, blow. Blow hard as you can. Blow, wind, blow.
19!
19! Oh, yes. So, like a non-reverse cannon, the four of you go flying out of the mouth of the Angler King just as the jaws begin to snap shut. The last thing that you see inside the mouth is next to that mound of treasure that was in fact the tongue. You see some trees start to pop out of the water as if they had been walking through the lagoon towards the island. And you see a face from those trees look up and go, "Oh, hey, wait!" And then the jaw slams shut.
Never inside.
Well, they deserved it.
Yeah, that's true.
Did they really? I never actually saw them do anything mean.
He blocked the doorway that one time.
That is,
right.
that's
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a fire risk.
Especially when you're made of wood.
Yeah.
It's a risk for them.
Yes.
We did them a favour.
By luring them into a fish's mouth and killing them.
Well, look, they're not going to catch on fire.
And hey, you never know with digestion.
You are able to navigate this bag of wind so that it lands you back onto the pantaloon.
What noise is it making? Oh, that's cool. That's way less gross than what I was thinking. I know when you do that with a balloon, like you get a balloon and you do do little high-pitched farts.
There's a few eels have flopped onto the.
Oh, I could play soothing music to those
That'd
eels.
be nice.
You turn the ship around and begin to sail away, but behind you, a light begins to follow you.
Where the hell is the treasure anyway?
Oh, the light is the top of the fish.
We cut back. We cut back to the wonders of the Deep Fish Museum Aquarium Bar and Grill. The person who came in and dropped the map, who you all immediately forgot about, gasped. Gotta warn everyone. I'm a biologist. We found a very rare creature that we need to tell everyone to avoid. Don't worry, I made a map. I only wish someone had... Never mind.
If only he had uttered a single word other than gold.
hell is the gold about then? I like saying hell today.
It's real tough.
Yar.
You ponder this as you are, as the Angler King begins to gain on you.
Oh, damn it.
What have we got that the angler fish wants?
Flesh?
Andrew, can we zoom out the map a little bit and kind of take in the full scope?
Oh.
It is, right? It's so cool.
It is really cool.
Every D&D group should have someone to illustrate it. Yeah, I know.
Well, there were those sexy ladies.
Big man.
The big man.
The big storm man. Stormman. Norman Stormman.
Yeah, we didn't ask his name. We should have done that.
Yeah, it's Norman.
Oh, not
What's my bird's name?
That's up to you.
Oh, it feels wrong to imbue a name upon a bird that had a life before me.
He whispers it into your ear.
Oh, yes.
Up ahead of you, you can see the Jelly Roger. blocking your path.
What if we go into the coelacanth infested waters? Is that an option?
Sorry, what did you say?
We
You're
quickly
asking
cut
for
back
me.
to the Wonders of the Deep Fish Museum Aquarium Bar and Grill, where Nabeen is reading from Wikipedia.
Coelacanths were thought to be extinct, but they're real. They can grow to more than 2 meters and weigh about 90 kilograms, and they live for 60 years or more. They're nocturnal, piscivorous drift hunters. The body is covered in cosmoid scales that act as armor.
Good, there were so many words in that I definitely understood.
I recognize pescatarian means they only eat fish.
Good.
Okay, so
The king.
where do you want to go?
Oh, crumbs.
What if they only
The
eat
coelacanths.
fish? They could eat the angler fish.
Yeah, in this particular, it looks like the other fish is much bigger.
There's also the seven-headed monster. Monster.
Yeah, what? Oh, it's there, right? Yeah.
But it's quite a ways away.
The whirlpool has started to reform.
Oh, crap.
Look out!
Does that mean that the Kraken's underneath it?
Yes.
I've got a proposal for you all. Look out! Got an affinity with the fish kingdom.
You do?
I mean, I don't want to bring it up too much. It's a secret.
That's it. Brush your teeth out of your face.
They're just regrowing at the moment. They grow in crocodile. Need orthodonting. Right.
More words I understand.
There you go. Look, due to my natural affinity with the fish kingdom, my shameful former life before I realised my true identity as a pirate, I still just sorry. Just feels wrong to be talking about killing all these fish. What about we make friends with them instead?
That's a proposal.
Well, Nabeen, she seems to be into fish.
She does. We'd have to lure it back.
We can lure them all back. She'd
to
love
the
that.
museum.
Yeah.
The fish museum and aquarium and bar and grill.
But she doesn't.
Just don't mention the grill part.
But she doesn't have a seven-headed. Didn't see one of them, did you?
Well, if Helen, you'd know.
Yeah.
You're attracted to blood. Do you think other
Well, not
fish...
sexually, but emotionally, yes. Yeah.
You think other fish would follow blood in the water?
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm having flashbacks. That's a definite good thing. I mean, but you need a lot of blood.
take my good arm.
I've bitten you once before. I cannot draw blood again.
You've severed all the tendons. It's practically useless.
I don't want to revert, but if we do it quickly. All right, everyone. Kneel before me.
So, Midori reaches his hand into Helen's mouth, who chomps it off. The blood gushes out behind the ship, leaving a trail of blood that lures the Angler King to follow your ship as it sails back towards Bloodport. You're going to need to do something to stop Midori from dying.
I take off a belt and make a tourniquet thing.
All right, roll medicine.
12.
12. Yes, you are able to mostly.
Just here.
You're able to keep some of the blood in him.
No.
Look, I'll see if I've got any more arms in me. 4.
Only legs. Hey,
You
have
cough
got
up
any
another
legs in
shoe.
you? We could give him a leg.
Let's have a look. 12.
You cough up a leg.
All right, jam it in.
So let's get the arm and take the arm, put that in the water.
Is this Captain Jellyleg's other leg?
Yes.
So good. So we've got the arm and we're just like letting the blood from the arm go in the water.
Yep.
And we've sewed this
So
on.
that with the high heel.
Yeah. No. Yeah, you wear high heels.
All right. As you've done this, you've been sailing the ship back towards Bloodport. The anglerfish is following you. You make it all the way back to the entrance.
Great.
Waiting there, blocking the entrance. Is the Captain Charger's ship. You can see Captain Charger standing on deck.
Does she recognize me?
Yes.
Damn it! There's always one.
You've humiliated me for the last time, Beltbeard.
When did I specifically do it the first time, Charger?
Well, I don't know about the first time, but the most recent time was when you made my eel go limp.
You deserved a flaccid eel.
Yes, well, you deserve this. Fire! And then the cannons on her ship.
What sort of cannons are
Are
they?
you sure they're cannons or are they anti-cannons?
You see 4 cannons flying through the air towards you. And you hear Charger say, "You idiots! You turned them the wrong way!"
It's like a vacuum cleaner. You've got to make sure it's on the right setting.
But the cannons are heading straight towards your ship. Can you do anything to avoid them?
Wait, I grab the empty sack and I blow into it.
Uh-huh.
And then I hold it and then I just pull it like this. Like that.
All right, let's make an athletics check to see if you have enough puff.
Yeah, blow, thank you. 18 plus 6.
Somehow, yes,
I'm a blowhard.
you managed to blow 2 of the cannons to the side. 2 more crash into the side of the ship.
Oh,
You start taking on water.
wait. I have a specific skill, which is that I can speak to the ship. And I say, I can check how much damage there is and what we need to fix. How much damage is their ship?
It's been hit by 2 cannons.
Yes, how much damage does that
It's
equal?
starting to take on water, but it's not in imminent danger. You have now come right alongside Captain Charger's ship.
Yes, that's right.
The crew are lifting up cannonballs ready to throw them.
Do they have lots of gunpowder on the ship?
They do.
I can strike a light. You can always start a fire. Do I like... like that?
Yes, you can. You can set the light, but you're going to have to get closer. You're going to have to get onto the ship to do it.
What if we do it in some kind of fashion where it's on a stick and we throw it?
I've got an idea, team.
Great.
Look, I've had a lovely time with you all on this adventure, and I wish to fully renounce my former life, which is going to mean regurgitating every last thing I ever swallowed as a shark. So if you wouldn't mind grabbing me around the waist.
You perform the Heimlich maneuver on the shark.
Count of 3, I'm hoping this is above a 10. 13. 3, 2, 1.
What do you vomit up?
1 harpoon, 3 legs,
A license plate.
Shopping trolley.
Yep. 1 soup ladle.
Bad Boys on DVD.
All right, you're going to need to throw the harpoon as Midori sets it on fire. So roll your attack.
9 plus what one is?
Your harpoon attack.
Oh yes, plus 5. 14.
It doesn't look like it's on target.
Sing.
Oh, yes, I could sing a song to give advantage to a fellow crew member.
Do
Right.
Oh, okay. Shall I give you a beat?
Sure. It's time to throw the harpoon. I hope it hits its target soon. Or we will die and they will fly above our corpses.
The harpoon bursts into flames as it flies through the air and embeds itself into a barrel of gunpowder, which ignites, setting off the surrounding barrels, causing the entire ship to explode, clearing the way for you to sail into the harbour, followed by the Angler King.
He's just been patiently waiting for us to sort our own business out.
You're welcomed into Bloodport like heroes, for you have discovered the most wondrous sea creature of all, the one thing that Nabeen has always wanted for the Wonders of the Deep Fish Museum Aquarium Bar and Grill. Yeah, everyone cheers, they're so excited.
This is because we feel bad for making you shit yourself.
It's quite a soiling fee that I imagine we wrapped up.
You find yourselves back in Bloodport. Is there anything you'd like to do as we wrap up our adventure?
I'd like to release my album.
You have 2 sails to
Sail away. There's a pun. There's a joke in there somewhere.
You have 2 sails. Also, you sell 2 albums to the fake mermaids, who are your biggest fans.
OnlyFans.
Are there any more bad guys left in this town? Just quickly.
They all got lost in the ocean.
Yeah.
Hey Helen, you just lost your fin at the back of there, your little tail. And actually, we've seen a lot of your shark parts falling off. Do you wonder if maybe you're not much shark anymore?
Well, if I wasn't shark, that would mean I was in here. So, just more look quite like you, wouldn't I?
Yeah, I think you're slowly becoming human.
I still don't have arms. It was why I was wondering if there was any bad guys, but I'll take... Is there anyone moderately bad before I lose my final teeth?
I don't want to be that guy, but I think if anybody deserves to get an arm...
Jelly me timbers, we meet again.
And on that, we're going to end our adventure. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. We just have a few thank yous and things. First of all, before the show, I asked a few questions, and someone somehow was able to correctly predict the theme and underlying message of the entire show when they said, "Don't eat that." Who was it who said, "Don't eat that"? As a reward, you get the Master and Commander miniature starter set.
Yeah.
All right. So the reason we were able to give that away is thanks to our sponsor, Comics Compulsion. They are moving online now, so if you would like comics and games and things like that, you can go to comicscompulsion.com soon when the website is up. The reason that the show is free tonight is because of sponsorship from Creative New Zealand, so thank you to them. The reason the show is here is because of the incredible work of Michael Bell and everyone here at Little Andromeda. The reason the show was so funny is because of these incredible comedians. So a big round of applause for Emma Brendon, Andrew Todd, Emma Cusdin, Henri, Ciaran, Searle. And the reason that this show is such a joy to do is because of all of your support. So thank you very much. We are going to be back on August the 6th with Dungeons&Comedians the musical. You can. Was this a preview of what's to come? So the event will be going up soon. You can buy tickets tonight if you want to. It's going to be amazing. I don't know how it's going to work exactly, but it'll be a musical. That is the end of the show. Thank you so much for coming along. Good night. Thank you.
We had amazing rolls.
Yeah, that was really high rolling.
Yeah.